G'day, everybody. Trevor here from WA. I love couple of blokes, couple of beers. Ox, Marko, let her rip.
We're kind of in the middle of winter.
Cold. Not cold enough for a beer.
But it's cold enough for a cardigan. And I haven't seen one. Des, our sound guy, so he was just a smart aleck. Bit of a smart ass.
He's got the lamb's wool.
He came in wearing, cardigan-style tops.
Yeah.
But now it's freezing.
Yeah. Is lamb's wool still in?
No. Lamb's wool's been out for a long
lamb's
time.
Wool collar.
Oh.
Lamb's wool collar. Hey, I'm not a fashionista, but just talking about the warmth.
Yeah.
My heater.
What's wrong with your heater?
My heater doesn't work.
Well, it can't be called a heater anymore.
I've just walked.
It's called a piece of junk.
I've just got into a new house, right? It is a feature. So,
Right.
and because I'm renting, because we're in a transition phase.
Yes, I understand.
All right. So when you rent, now I don't want to be a hero, but I didn't call the agent on the weekend, and it was so cold.
But you shivered your way through an entire weekend,
I
did you?
shivered myself through the whole weekend. Because I thought, if I call now, they're going to get someone out the weekend. It's going to be double rates. The landlord...
Oh, you are such a good person.
I don't want to be a hero, but the landlord didn't cop a big bill. I shivered through. I went and bought 2 little portable heaters just to get us through.
For doing this.
But by God, I gave him a message on Monday morning like you have not seen.
I'll tell you what, I don't mind your soul.
Yeah.
Your soul is intact.
Is that
because you could have got some poor old tradie.
That's it.
Who finally had some family time.
Yep.
And he's there eating his fish and chips and having a Fanta. And he would have got the call, go out and fix someone's heating.
Yep.
And you didn't.
That is civil unselfishness.
You waited until Monday.
Yes.
You bloody champion.
There you go.
You're
Wouldn't have been a problem
champion.
with having the lamb's wool, though.
You are a hero.
No, well,
you are a hero.
I was rugged up, I can assure you of that. Jesus, it was cold. Hey, I've got a little bit of a story, and...
what sort of a story?
Well,
like a bedtime story?
Well, I don't want to be a hero, but...
hang on.
I've had a huge week. I've had a huge week.
Someone get him a cape.
I've had a
Quick.
huge week.
Quick. Get the cape.
I was flying. This is how big it was.
What's happened?
So, I'll paint the picture.
Please.
I'm down on the Mornington Peninsula.
Right.
I was over there, not at the golf course, went to the brewery, catch up with a mate.
Right.
So I go to the brewery, St Andrews Beach Brewery too.
Oh, what a place.
My goodness me.
Yeah, it's
Can we
good.
do a show from there one day, please?
Let's do it.
Right.
Pizza was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Calamari was good, and the beer was even better.
And
So,
the toilets are old stables? Or
yes,
it's
I
like-
did, and I backed most of them. There was Mannerism, there was Sub-Zero, there was each stable. Each stable, they got a horse.
That used to be that used to be in that little
Northerly
stable.
was there.
Northerly.
So anyway, I was over them all. So I backed them all.
Okay.
Anyway, so I jump on and I thought, I'm not going to drive all the way around. So
No, that'd be silly.
to get all the way back to Bowen Head, so I'll jump on the ferry. Get the second last ferry out, 6 o'clock, jump on the ferry. It's starting to get dark. Oh, the waves are up too, my friend.
Did you see any dolphins?
The sea was angry that day, my friend. No dolphins. Anyway, so I get off at Queensurf, start driving, get to Geelong.
Beautiful.
And I'm just starting to drive through Geelong, and I've got a car in front of me. And the car's doing the right thing, just driving, and it was pretty wet, so just driving in front of me normally. And I see off to my right, this car's coming down pretty fast. Pretty damn fast. On the right, on traffic lights. So we're stopped. Lights have just turned green. We're taking off.
In the other lane?
No, from the other side on my right, so
okay.
straight through. And this guy has not seen the red light.
Oh, no.
Came through, and I've just slammed my foot on the brake, and I thought, oh, bang. And he's hit this car in front of me.
The car,
Yeah.
you were one car away.
One car, and I just, the peripheral vision. Don't want to be hero,
my
Marko, but I saw it coming.
Basketball background.
Saw it coming. Anyway, this bloody car has hit this other car. So the other car was a Chimera, and he must have been doing 80. And he's hit this Captiva full on, just T-boned him.
Oh, this is serious.
T-boned him. And the car's rolled onto its roof.
You're
The other car's gone through, hit the pole. The pole's dropped on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm the first car there. So I get through. Yeah, there's a photo. Have a look at the photo.
Oh, my. We've got to get this on our socials.
So I get through the intersection,
Hang
pull
on.
over.
When does the Superman music start playing in your head?
It's right now. As I get through,
Yeah.
all right, and I said, right, out of the car I get. And now you
Here we go.
sleeves up.
You roll the sleeves up.
Time to go to
You
work.
did not roll them up.
I swear to God I did. Because if there was blood and guts, I wanted to make sure,
Yes.
that I was looked up.
Protecting your shirt. You had a good shirt on.
So I'm the first one there, and the car's on its roof. So I've got to open up, and I don't know if she's dead or if she's okay, or I didn't even know if it was a she. I didn't know if she had kids. So I said, "You okay?" And she, faint voice, "Yeah, I'm sore. I've hurt my leg."
God.
So and she was upside down because she's got a seatbelt on, thankfully.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
I can't see because all the air curtains have gone off around
Are you
around her.
kidding
So
me?
saved her life. So I get in there, I find a piece of glass. Now, this is MacGyver coming out, right? I find a piece of glass, cut the air curtains so I can
Yes.
actually get to her. Because
Smart.
those air curtains are actually really thick and so I cut through, get in there, and I said, "Yeah, okay." And she's hanging up on the roof. So there's about a 2-foot drop before she'd hit the actual roof.
Well, you can't let her do that.
If she drops. So I said, "Look, we're going to have to get you out of the seatbelt. We're going to have to get you out of the car smoking." I'm thinking, shit, the car is going to catch on fire.
Oh, my
gosh.
God.
So and then they're starting to people around. Now, the other car, the kid that hit her is doing a runner. So I've got that in place. I said, "Go get him.
You're joking.
So I'm trying to orchestrate everything.
Who takes off?
I took control.
I know, but who takes
Oh.
off after the kid?
Some bloke behind me took off with his mate. And they got
Right.
him. They got him not so far down the street.
Well, I want to hear that story
The girlfriend
too.
of him, he's sitting over on the side of the road. She's doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, he's done a runner and left his girlfriend.
Left his girlfriend.
Wow. Wow.
He's a good
That
fella.
relationship might not last too long.
I think it's in trouble. So I said, "Look, I can't get your seatbelt off. I'll come around the other side." So I went around the other side. Couldn't open the door because the car's on its roof
Oh, my.
and it's all jammed. So I finally get that open. I get inside. And there's crap everywhere because the car's upside down. And I hop in underneath her, and I said, "You're going to have to help me with your seatbelt." So
And you've got in the car.
I've got in the car on the roof, which
Underneath
is
her.
on the floor, and she's above me. And I said, "You're going to drop on top of me. I'll catch you."
Oh, you are a hero.
So,
Bloody hell.
So I push the seatbelt. She comes down. She drops on me, and we get her out. Her leg is a compound fracture. Like her leg is going straight, and then it goes like that.
Was there any bone out of the skin or
Well,
anything
I couldn't
like that?
see. She had
Okay,
pants on, but she was white. And
Blood?
I thought, well, I didn't know.
Right.
Was she like an
couldn't
older
quite-
lady or a younger
She
lady
was
or-
70 plus.
Oh, the poor thing.
So, and she's like white. So anyway, we drag her out.
In shock.
Because I'm thinking the car's going to catch up.
Was she in shock?
You've seen the movies, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where the cars just go boom.
Yep.
So I was a bit nervous. So I just wanted to get her out. So And then the ambos turned up, thankfully. And I just said, "Get her out of the car, get her out of the car." So we got her out of the car, and her leg was
Sideways.
stuck between the steering wheel and the dash.
Oh, my God.
It was just crushed in there. So we get her out.
Honestly.
And we put her on the ground. We said, "Yeah, okay," and we had to get her away from the car. So we stood her up and we kind of carried her over to the side and kind of looked back and thought, wow, she was just like beside herself. Like you could just tell everyone was in shock. And then they said, "Oh, what happened?" And then they got 3 different versions. I gave my details. I said, "If you need anything, let me know." But her night was just absolutely ruined for one bloke just
idiot.
didn't see.
So, what's the wash up? You got 2 blokes chasing the kid. They
Yeah,
get the
they
kid.
got him. They got him
So
back.
was he? What was wrong with
this
him? Was
is-
he drunk or what was he?
He was off his head. I don't know what it was.
Drugs.
I'd say it was drugs, right? So,
Yeah.
but this is the best thing about it. This is the old-fashioned copper.
Yeah,
all right. So they get the cop car pulls up, and they get the kid. And you know how they'd normally just, what happened?
Yeah.
They pushed him up against the van. They put the elbow in the back of the head, and I twisted his arm. And I thought, just give him one in the back of the head. It was the old-fashioned copperness. So they
Cop
chucked-
shot.
They
It was
chucked-
like cop shot.
So he's been thrown back in the van because I had 3 witnesses said that he tried to do the runner. Because if you do a runner from an accident, I think you're in trouble. And then the girlfriend over here, she was off her 3kz. I don't know what was going on with her. She didn't look
Drugs.
She didn't look good.
Drugs.
Poor grandma over here. She's 70 years of age. Who's just had her life turned upside down with a snap leg and
Probably got to use a walker for the rest of her life.
cars ridden off, and no one wins.
So sad.
But the Ambos, they're the heroes out of all this.
No, you're the hero,
Well,
Ox. You're the hero.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I was. Well, I probably am. No, it was.
How lucky were you, though, mate? You could have been the car in front. You could have been daydreaming along.
This
and
is
just,
reading the
and
play.
Just gone
This
out
is
there.
reading the play, Marko. I saw him coming, and even when you get up to it, only because we'll stop, but you go through traffic lights, you should always look just in case. Like he was flying, like he just didn't see it, and when you're off your head, that's what happens.
Unreal. What a story.
So I got home because I was late.
Yeah.
And you got an excuse for being late. this is a pretty good excuse. In the end, go, where have you been, Dad? Where's dinner and all this sort of stuff. I said, well, I'm just saving lives, darling. I'm just saving lives. So
You could be like that Unbreakable movie. Have you ever seen that movie Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Where he can't get hurt. He was the quarterback. He had the car accident. That could be you.
That could be me.
That could be you.
But it just goes to show that how your life can change in an instant. And for this poor old lady, it might have.
Hey, Dan's just whizzed a little bit of paper over to me.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was on the news the next day.
It was on the news.
Was it
the
on
next
the
day.
news?
Yeah.
Are you kidding
They
me?
didn't say. Look, a bloke with a cape on came in and saved it. It wasn't anything like that. They just said there was a crash in Geelong. A lady was lucky to escape. But
I want to see.
So we've got the photos. We've got the photo.
Yeah, we'll put the photo out on socials.
So we'll put that out on our socials. So this lady was really lucky, and the young kids were probably a decision they will regret. Yeah.
This is unbelievable. What a great story.
I was just thinking, Marko, two things come to mind hearing it. Hero, for sure.
Hero.
But
12 out of 10.
second thing, though, story a bit long, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't do properly, and I thought about the podcast afterwards, I thought I should have recorded from the minute I rolled up the sleeves. If I had talked the way through that,
Poor effort.
that could have won a Walkley. Is it a Walkley? A Walkley Award.
why not?
Could have won a
Why not? You're
Walkley
in the
Award.
media.
We would have won the Potty Award.
The Potty Award.
It kind of makes me putting a net up on the local basketball ring.
Actually,
that
talking about
doesn't
the net,
quite work
talking
compared
about
to your story.
Hang on, let's go back to the net.
Yeah.
How'd you go with Lorraine from council? Did she ring you back? Because
No, not Lorraine. Lorraine took my phone number.
Yeah, and she said we'd be back in contact.
And the man from the Department of Sports and Leisure was going to call me
Okay,
back.
so he must have called you.
No, he didn't call me back. No, he didn't.
Surprise,
He did not call
surprise.
me back.
Who'd have thought?
Oh,
But
and his name was
I have made contact with Andrew Gaze.
No, you haven't.
I did last week.
Yeah, what did he
And
say?
He said, yeah, anytime. So I've sent him a message. He hasn't got back to me.
right, let's call
Can
him
we
live.
Just cold
Let's call him live. Let's
Cold
call him
the
live.
bloke.
He's probably playing golf now.
He might be. He's got a bad slice.
He does.
Slices.
He does. You know, he's the easiest bloke to get a hold of.
All right, good.
G'day, Gazey Ox.
Hey, Ox, how you going, mate?
Oh, I've missed you. I've missed the
Flying
24.
along?
Missed the 24/7 boy.
That's it. That's it. You and me both, my friend.
Gazey, just to fill you in on the situation.
Yes.
We need your help.
Yes.
Every basketball court, every basketball area that's outdoors in the Bayside City Council does not have a net.
Crazy.
I walk past this one particular area
Yep.
where they've got a ring that has the loops for a basketball net.
Yes.
So you know what I did? I went down and got a $15 chain net, and I went up there, got my pliers out, my kids up there,
Put it
tied
on.
them up,
Yes.
so it cannot possibly come off.
Love it.
Guess what happened straight away?
Oh, no.
Thousands of kids started using the basketball area.
Yes.
And it was noticeable. 2-on-2s, fighting, the whole lot. It was great.
Right.
It was
Punch-ons.
sensational.
There were punch-ons
We know them.
everywhere.
It was great. It was fantastic. Five days later, the council has cut it down. And I know they've cut it down because I went there and had a
dear.
look, and there are little bits of chain
Yep.
that they didn't bother to sweep.
What's going on, Gazey?
Why?
Seriously, why can't we have nets on basketball rings so the kids can enjoy hearing the sound of cotton or the sound of
Yes.
chain when you hit
Yes.
nothing but
ching,
net?
Yes. Well, that's right, the cha-ching,
Yep.
and that's all part of it. I don't like. It's like when you crack that driver, you feel that sound even when you hear it on the television. It's got a beautiful sound. There's some beautiful sounds in sport, and I'm not sure there's any better than the swishing of the net or the clinging of the chains, whatever it may be. But I love the fact that you're championing this because as a youngster growing up, even when we were in indoor courts back in the day, nothing. It annoyed me more, even when there was a hole in the net. And the ball would go through and you didn't get that pure swish sound. And plus, everyone said all I did was shoot the ball. But occasionally I'd go in there for a rebound.
Yep.
And when that sucker's coming in and you're going through a rebound and it doesn't go through that net, it can hit you right in the face and just break your nose.
And if you've got a big bonce, it's trouble.
That's exactly right, Ox. So what it is, and this is where the contradiction lies, is I think a lot of the times, Marko, the councils, you know what they're like in this litigious society that we live in. I heard that one of the reasons they like to cut them down is because of that. It's that people can get their fingers caught in it. They can hang from there. That they can all that type of stuff. But let me tell you, for those of us who played on a damp day with a mildly wet ball and you're shooting out there on the outdoors and you don't have a net and that sucker comes through that rim with no stoppage, that can cause trouble. Just as much damage as a net, but it's ridiculous.
This is how stupid councils are. They'll put a skateboard park in, which has got a bowl, which is made of concrete, where you've got to cut it down, and people are breaking legs and snapping shoulders left, right and centre, yet a little basketball net becomes an issue.
That's it. The drop-in's 10 feet. No worries at all.
No worries.
Let us go.
Go and kill yourself.
Get other 5-year-olds out there, just put some knee pads on. You'll be right.
That is a very good point.
Can we sort any kind of campaign out? Danny Green had the what did he have? The coward punch.
Yeah, one punch. Yeah, the coward punch.
Can we get some T-shirts made
it
up?
Should be the net regret.
The net regret.
I'm liking what I'm hearing here. This is a campaign that's absolutely worthy because there's a lot of people out there playing hoops, and when you get out there, I'm not so sure I'm endorsing the fact or positive reinforcing the punch-ons that go on. I don't want to be a part of that.
It's a little aggression.
We don't mind competitive spirit, but when it tips over to a punch on, I reckon we might have gone just a tad too far. But the nets, that will ease a lot of the tension.
Don't forget the net.
That's it.
See, what I'm thinking right now in my head, every single pair of Gazey shoes that are sold comes with a free T-shirt that has "Don't forget the net."
Don't forget the net.
Don't forget the net.
Actually, I think there should be some campaigning we can put together on the packaging and stuff. And that type of stuff would go a long way to helping the cause.
Well, Gazey, thanks for joining us. How's the run home going?
Yeah, going along nicely. It's still the run home. Your boys, we give you a shout out every now and again.
We hear it. We're still in the fetal position over here, Gazey. We're still in the fetal position over here.
No,
nice to hear
you
your
guys
voice,
are flying
mate.
along.
You're a good man, mate. Say good day to Andy Marr for us too, please.
Good on you guys. God love you. No worries. Thank you.
See you, mate.
Andrew Gazey, what a man. He's a star.
We love him.
Fella. Hey, look, we've had stacks of feedback.
What?
Ox, you've been lined up. You just hang on. Get yourself a little break. Go
I've
have
been
a sandwich.
lined up.
Mate,
this isn't about Guy Sebastian again, is it?
There is one bloke in particular who wants to let rip.
All
That's
right.
next.
You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. And when you get a sec, we'd love you to subscribe and rate the podcast.
Right, I want to get to the feedback soon because there's some rippers today. I also want to get the bloke who's lined you up and wants to have a crack at you.
Really?
But I've got to give you credit. Honestly, you're very good with the slogans. You're really good. That one with Gazey, the net one?
Don't forget the net.
Don't forget the net. That's just such a good... If we're going to have a big campaign, I'll give you a little bit of credit because Bowel Cancer Australia, you came up for a ripper there.
When in doubt, get your bum checked out.
When in doubt, get your bum checked out.
Yeah.
That was a ripper. Back in the day, we used to do a few ads for Crossray barbecues.
We did too, yeah.
What was your slogan? Because you came up for it. They used it.
Yeah, it wasn't more of a slogan.
What was it?
It was a slogan, but it was basically you'll never find a Crossray on your on the nature strip.
That's right. No one ever throws them out.
No. You know, you always drive down somewhere you see a crappy old barbecue. You'll never see a Crossray on the nature strip.
Yeah.
And they use that.
When you had Supertramp.
Yep.
What was it? What was the slogan of Supertramp?
We had a little one between us. It was snapping necks and cash and checks.
Oh,
wow. We didn't break a neck. We didn't break any necks, but that was our muck around one.
What did you break?
There's a lot of... Well, both my kids broke both their arms and one leg.
Both of them?
Yeah.
At the trampoline?
Yeah.
At your trampoline? At Supertramp?
And one of them, when Indy broke her arm, I said, get up! Can't show that we're injured. Just walk over there. She was only 6. Walk over there and then we'll deal with it. So she walked up. She was tough as nails. We got it. And she broke down.
I'm going to give you one more, right? I've got my pen here, all right? So I'm starting a pen company and I need a slogan. I go to you and...
All right, what about if we say, they're that good, there's something to write home about.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Very good.
Right?
Yes, there's something to write home. So you're good.
There we go.
You're very, very good.
While we're talking slogans, I've got a business idea.
Right.
Now, you might have seen in the news recently about the warehouses that were warehousing the plastic bags. Remember, someone was collecting plastic bags at supermarkets and there were just bags going into warehouses and there was tons and tons and tons. They couldn't dispose of them.
That's right. And they promised us that they were going to dispose them and recycle them, and they never did it.
So why don't people just take their plastic bags back to the supermarkets, and as you're walking in, you grab one of those plastic bags and take it with you?
Well, that's not stupid.
Because how often do we rock up to a supermarket and we've got no plastic bags and we pay the 15 cents per plastic bag once we get to the counter? Why not just have a thing out the front where all the plastic bags are in the place? You just grab one as you walk in.
Well, then they couldn't charge 15 cents for the little bag
But they will tell you that they're not making money off the plastic bags, that it's community service. How hard is that? Put a bin there, put your plastic bags in the bin and just grab one as you walk in. It's a simple idea.
Yeah. Yeah, very good.
Everyone wins, especially the environment, Marko.
Yeah, the environment. And you're big on that's put your cape back on.
I don't want to bag it, but let's get it done.
Not your best idea, I would say.
Oh, that's not bad.
What, you don't want to be environmentally friendly? You don't want to do the right thing by the environment?
No, I loved your business idea when the car horn that said things to people.
Oh, yeah.
That was a cracker. Get out of the way! I genuinely think it could make money.
The horn?
Yeah, it's a great idea.
No, I'm with you. I'm still just trying to get a patent at the moment.
Time for tweets to the editor. Just a quick one before I get to the main topic here.
Okay.
But Jace wrote in after listening to the performance of Sergeant Michael Davis.
Yes.
Jason gave him an 11 out of 10.
Thank you.
That's accurate too. That was good.
Thank you.
Good on you,
Thank you.
Jace. That's Jace Scott, 23. Now, in response to your civil selfishness on face, neck tattoos, I knew this was coming.
That was last week, yeah.
I knew this was coming.
This is what happens.
But I do tend to agree with you. If a face tattoo or a neck tattoo person coming towards you, you do feel a little bit scared.
Of course you do. You're intimidated.
So I'm with you. So if you missed last week, that's what it was all about.
I reckon the only ones that don't are the Maori tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're more
Cultural.
They're more cultural.
Cultural.
But when you've got a pistol on your cheek
Yeah.
and you got no teeth or your teeth are gold,
Yeah.
and then you got a skull and crossbone, you got horns up the top.
Spider web on your neck.
If I've got 4-year-olds and 6-year-old kids,
It's scary.
they aren't going to enjoy that. They're going to get a little bit intimidated.
It's scary. Anyway, we had a stack of feedback.
Really?
A
And it
stack,
would have been
a
positive.
stack. Now, this is from Veteran Dave. I'm old,
Good on
and
you,
it's
old.
really none of my business.
Good on you, Dave.
If there's nothing offensive written there, what's the problem? Nothing saying I've got to get them too. That's true. He doesn't have to get them.
Shut up, Veteran Dave. Give us a spell.
That's all right. It's just his opinion. It's just his opinion.
Come on, Dave.
Gary 1951B.
Line. Is that Gary Line?
No, it's not Gary Line.
Oh,
not your old captain.
Oh.
No, it's not. A mate of mine who played for Carlton and St Kilda.
See, it could be Gary Line.
He didn't play for Carlton or St
No,
Kilda.
a friend of his did. So it might have been Spud for all he's talking about.
Had well-known tats. Had well-known tats.
It could be Will Jones.
He recently had them removed because he hates them.
See?
Said it's the most painful thing he's ever experienced. Imagine them getting removed from your face or your neck.
Oh, yeah.
Or your doodle. Imagine you had them on your 6 o'clock and you had to get them removed off there.
You've just reminded me of a story.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, when I was playing junior football at East Doncaster,
Yes.
there was a young fella who was 15 years old, and he was telling us all that he had a tattoo. We didn't believe him. None of us believed him. But he kept on saying it.
He's 15.
That's right.
Well, you just show us it then.
That's right. Now this is. I'm only saying this because of what. So I'm not. This isn't my belief or anything. So don't go mad at me. So we finally at footy training said, "Show us your tat." Where's the tat? He pulled down his shorts and right above his 6 o'clock, it said, "No muff, too tough."
I did not.
I'm telling you.
Did he?
I am telling you.
Oh, my gosh.
I am telling you.
What an idiot.
Was he a captain?
No, he was not the captain.
Did he go on to greatness?
No, I don't know what happened to that young man. But my God.
No muff, too tough. Now, he should be in slogans. He's got to be in slogans.
Spelt T-U-F-F. Anyway,
So good.
I hope he's listening.
You really distanced yourself from that one, didn't you?
Oh, God, what a fool.
All right, now what's this other feedback you're talking about?
One more. Cameron Doyle said in, imagine living your life based on what other people think. So Cameron sounds like he might have a little something on the neck.
Does
Behind
he?
the ear, maybe. I don't know. But he doesn't care about what you think. Anyway, we've all.
Hey,
It takes all kinds.
hang on.
Takes all
It's
kinds.
only my opinion, Marko. And they're like tattoos. You know, most of us have got one. Some of us don't. But it's just an opinion. I don't like face tattoos.
Just don't get one on your slong.
No.
It's a silly,
No,
silly
muff, too
thing.
tough. That's funny.
Yeah, please.
Do you reckon you regret that now?
I reckon he might.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
reckon he might. Speaking of feedback, one bloke who wanted to have a real good go at
Really?
you. Yeah, he did.
Really?
His name
I don't
is,
think he wants to have a go.
It's Darren the Banker
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
I bet
B.
it is.
B
I
for Bob.
bet it
No,
is.
it is Darren. It is Darren the Banker. Daz, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, boys. Good to chat.
Now, you picked up something there. What didn't you like about what Ox was saying?
Yeah, a couple of pods ago, you were talking about Marko was heading to the head of the Goulburn River on
right.
Lake Nagambie.
That's right.
Had it spot on. Like, you were very accurate.
Thank you.
Ox chimed in, had the audacity to chime in to say there's no river that goes through Lake Nagambie. Mate, do your research.
The river doesn't go through Lake Nagambie.
Mate, you try and tell that to the people that ended up in Echuca with their homes underwater because the Goulburn River flooded recently.
Hang on. The Goulburn River does not run through Lake Nagambie.
Yes.
It runs through Lake Nagambie and it hits the Murray River in Echuca, mate.
No, I know where it hits the. The Goulburn and the Murray meet at.
No, you just dig
They
it
meet
yourself a
I'm
bigger
telling you, they
hole
meet at
here.
Bundalong. They meet at Bundalong.
Tell him,
No,
Darren.
mate.
Tell him, Darren. Where,
No,
are
he's
you
wrong.
from the area, Darren?
I'm not talking about the other.
No, I'm from Central Victoria, but I've been in that caravan park with me caravan. I've fished in the Goulburn River.
Yes.
Hang on,
And
I've
on
got to
the
have a
other
look at this.
side is Lake Nagambie.
What are you doing? You're Google mapping, are you?
I'm Google mapping right now.
Are you some kind
I am.
of...
I've got to have a look at this.
Dallas, we want you. Well,
No, you're probably right. It's not my.
I reckon he's spot on.
Now, Dazzler, we're just talking about two. Have you ever saved a life though? Have you ever?
yeah.
Have you ever gone to new levels and
gotta
saved
get it.
lives?
Nah, that's beyond me, mate. Apart from getting people out of shit that are in strife with their finance,
counts.
but
I think that
well, there you
counts.
go. I've saved plenty of lives.
Okay. We've just had a
Oh,
fair...
it does. The Goulburn does run through Lake
so
Nagambie.
can you apologise to Darren,
It
please?
must have just detoured recently with the floods.
That doesn't sound like an apology to me.
I apologise,
There you go.
Dazzler. You are right.
You are correct.
You are so wrong. I am so wrong. I am so bad.
Hey, Darren, while we got you, we've just received a little bit of feedback about face tattoos. What's your feel? Would you employ somebody with a big, spider on their neck or a little fishy on their face or something like that?
I'm probably going to be unpopular here. It's a bit cringy for me.
Yeah.
What about when you go and see someone to do a refinance and they've got two pistols, one on each cheek?
Yeah, look, it probably doesn't fit the character test.
There you go.
And just finally, Darren the Banker, we've just had Andrew Gazey on, and we're thinking about
Gazey.
Yeah, we're thinking about ramping up a huge campaign pointed towards councils who won't let nets go up on their outdoor courts.
Don't forget the nets.
And it's going to be called Don't Forget
Do you
the
know
Net.
what? Can I interrupt?
Yes,
I was
please.
just at Rebel Sport on the weekend and saw the chains for $19.99, and
you
I
go.
just instantly thought of Marko.
Yep.
But I'm not skilled with a welder, mate, so I couldn't be welding them onto the rings.
Just
You-
pliers, just
no, you're a
pliers, all you
banker.
need.
You're a banker. Your hands are soft. Your hands are very soft.
Hey, Darren, we're about to spin the wheel. You wouldn't have a joke for us, would you, by any chance?
I would.
Oh,
I've
you
got a
would?
bit of a
Oh,
dad
okay,
joke.
well, hang on. Let's
Hey,
spin the wheel.
Hang
There
on.
we go.
What's the topic?
Look, it's banker jokes.
Oh,
You couldn't believe it.
All right,
This- where did that go up?
All right,
Dan?
Dazzler, give us a
This
gag,
is
Dazzler.
incredible.
Righto. My lovely wife, she gets pretty annoyed with the neighbour that sunbakes nude in the backyard.
Oh,
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, personally, I'm on the fence, though.
Very good.
Oh, Darren, thank you, mate. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening
Thanks,
to the podcast
boys.
too. We appreciate
Good
it.
on you, fellas.
Good show, boys. Another fun one from Ox and Marko. That show is going straight to the pool room. And thanks to you for all the feedback. Keep it coming, and we'd love to get you on the show. Let us know any comments or feedback on the socials, or if you want, you can send us an audio message at coupleofblokes.coupleofbeers.com. Oh, special thanks to Darren the Banker, who had a good crack at Ox over the Ngambia situation, and of course to superstar Andrew Gazey from the run home. Gee, that show's improved in the last couple of years. Gazey came on to yak about the basketball net situation. Thanks, mate. Homework, Marko still is promising Ricky Ponting and Ox Heather Mackay, and they both mentioned something about Kevin Luddy Wilson and Rodney Ruth, so I don't know, maybe next week. The Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers podcast is executive produced by Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media and sound design by Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com.